Mm-hmm. 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 You're reading that correctly. Mm-hmm. 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 Let that sink in. Mm-hmm. The U.S. Department of Labor will no longer give its employees backup child care and certain other perks, according to internal announcements obtained by HuffPost. Emergency backup daycare, child care subsidies, on site health clinics, and employee mental health programs are apparently the latest casualties in efforts by billionaire Elon Musk to slash the federal bureaucracy for Donald Trump. Yes, make it more difficult to go to work. That'll make things so much more efficient. That won't increase days taken off, hours taken off. No, it'll increase efficiency in employees because the stress of wondering about that last minute babysitter or your mental health, that always makes us work faster and harder and more efficiently. Said no the fuck one ever. Musk pledged to purge $2 trillion from the annual federal budget, and so far the Trump administration has chipped away at the goal by firing thousands of federal workers while taking smaller steps to make work less accommodating for the ones who remain, such as by reducing remote work and now targeting even smaller perks. And let's not forget, they were ordered to rehire some people, and a lot of people that they fired, they realized were like super essential and had to rehire the ones that they could track down again to rehire. Mm-hmm. The Labor Department's internal notice said the changes would take effect early in May, but that backup daycare, something workers can use if their kid's school is closed or their regular daycare provider is unavailable, was already canceled last month except for previously scheduled visits. In a separate email this week, the Labor Department informed workers it had discontinued a contract for on-site health services, including a clinic in the building's D.C. headquarters where employees could get flu shots. Oh, so we got the avian flu going around, measles outbreak, monkeypox rearing its head again, and the resurrection of polio. Oh, okay. The emails gave no justification for the changes, which likely won't save huge sums of money, but could help the Trump administration continue to signal it's cracking down on the federal workforce, while Elon continues to hire more people for Doge and pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in salary. And Trump hasn't had to change his golfing schedule. They found a way to put that in the budget because that's not excessive spending. That's essential. We have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work, Trump said in a speech to a joint session of Congress last week. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again. Any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately. But you're using a bureaucrat. And it's amazing how none of this was fraudulent during your first term. None of this was fraudulent when your wife and daughter were creating programs and utilizing these same funds for people. Spokespeople for the Labor Department did not respond to a request for comment. It seems like things only became fraudulently bureaucratic after it became well known that Trump was a criminal. Hmm. What do you think?